Welcome to this channel. My name is Omolade Adeyemi. I am the CEO of Lariche Designs. If you are new to this channel, you need to subscribe to this channel because on this particular platform, what will be taking you is basically pattern drafting. How to draft your pattern. Today's training, we are going to teach you how to draft a basic skirt pattern. This is the skirt I'm talking about. This is our basic skirt. Look at it from the front. So I'm toning for you to see the back. This is the back, and we have a bum contouring part here and the zip section. So let's get started. This training is going to be divided into 5 sections. We are going to teach you how to take your skirt measurements, how to draft it on pattern, how to draft your basic skirt, how to cut your drafting, how to cut your pattern on fabric, and how to sew it. And our days of training will be Monday and Tuesday, while our flashback is going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Our live chat is going to be every Saturday. Stay tuned on how we achieve this beautiful skirt. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to comment and extend your love to us by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. Thank you. Hello, my name is Adeyemi Omolade. Today I'm going to show you how to sew the basic skirt pattern. So you see how I sew my basic skirt pattern. I call it basic, so it means I'm sewing it without lining. So watch the way I sew. The first thing, I'm going to remove the pins. This is the front pattern. Remove all the pins. Pattern aside. So now this is the front. Why I'm notching this part is to show you this is my upper part, so I won't mix the upper part with the down part of my pattern. So I keep that aside. Then I pick the back and also removing the pins. Then before I remove the pin and the upper part of my pattern, we have that. The back has a dart, so we need to know the areas where the line falls, so that we won't pick the wrong parts. So we need to note the parts. So these are the 3 lines that I've marked out. I only trace the lines I have here on my pattern. I trace the line out. So, and another thing is I'm going to measure the length of my darts, including the ½ inch we added for the seam allowance at the upper part. So plus the ½ inch and the length of my dart. So the length of my dart here is 10½. So the length of the dart I'm going to pick here is 10½. So I can now remove the whole thing. So before I continue with my dart or anything I'm going to notch the 3 lines. This is what we call notching, so that it will affect the one under also. So I will start marking and marking and marking again. So I've done that. now is to start sewing. The next thing is to pick your darts. Fold your materials together. Since we've already notched where our darts is going to start and end, so I'm going to fold it into two like this. Place your machine on it. So now the next thing is to measure the length, the one we measured on our pattern, so which is 10.5. So the length of my dart here is going to be 10.5. Then you reverse, you lock your stitches at the beginning of your sewing so that you won't have issues with the stitch losing. So with what I've done now, it has no reason to lose again. So I'm going with my darts. The dart is always sewn slantly. It's not a straight sewing. Not a straight stitching, so this is my 10.5. We cut the thread. You can see I didn't cut everything. I had to leave some parts so that it won't lose out again. So this is the outcome of the darts. I'll take it to my ironing table to iron this out. So let me do the other part of the skirts. So the next thing is you need to be mindful of the back and front of your material. So that was why you see me putting the chalk at the back, so it's indicate that this is the back of my fabric. I'll take the length again. So that's that for the other side of my dart. So I need to take it to my ironing table and iron it out also. So the next thing I want to do now is to cut the facing of my skirts. What I mean by facing is what I want to use in turning it out for the upper part. Instead of me holding it like this, to me it won't come out so neat. So I want to cut what I call facing for the upper parts. So watch the way I cut. Folding is equal on both sides. And what I'm going to measure for the length, I'm going to measure 2.5 for the length of my facing. by the time I sew it down by ½ inch, I have 2 inches inside. So I just have to hold that down with my hemming gun without to make my skirt neat. So then I place this on it. So the next thing is to pause. This goes for the front, and for the back also I measure 2½. So that's all about the facing. So let's go to our sewing machine. So the next thing is to sew the facing for the upper part by ½ inch. So I need to hold it down. You make sure the main cloth, which is the skirt and the facing, is facing each other. So the next thing is to sew it. So the next thing is to sew it down on that line by ½ inch. The fabric is a little stretchy, so don't mind if there is an excess at the other side of the facing. So you lock it at the end of your stitches. So this is my cutter. So I need to chop off the excess because I know there will be an excess at the other side because of the fabric. Stretch. So this is what you have. So for us to have a neat job, you just pick this one and sew it down. Pick it by ½ inch, quarter, making ½ inch. So quarter here, quarter on the other side. And you sew. For those that don't have weaving machine, though I have mine, so for you that doesn't have weaving machine, I mean the inner weaving machine, so you just fold it neatly like that. So this is it. So the next thing is just for you to take it to ironing table and iron it out like this. Very neat. Like this. Iron it. Push this in like this. So make sure the two edges are equal like this. Not like this. Like this. So you know we have 1 inch for zip allowance. I'm notching this side because this is the part going to the zip side, and this is the side of my skirt. So, you know, on our fabric, this is the zip side. This one bottom part is the zip side. So it's going this way, like this. So we're also sewing 1/2 inch. We're sewing 1/2 inch on the top of for our own facing, and for the facing at the back, we're also sewing 1/2 inch. Then leaving 1 inch. We're not going to sew it to the end. We're leaving 1 inch for the zip allowance. So we're going to sew it to this point. We're not going to sew it to the end of our skirt. So I'm marking my 1/2 inch. So I'm going to iron this out. Sorry, I'm hemming this part. So the same way I did for the front. That's part. I'm going to iron this part out the way I iron the front parts. Leaving 1 inch for zip allowance. Like I said earlier, I'm not going to sew it to the end. So I'm marking 1/2 inch. So I'm going to take this to my ironing table and iron it out and wear it. The next thing we are going to do now is to hold the 2 bags together. Hold it together like this. Hold it equally together. If possible, you can pin it down. Together. Make sure this part is equal and the lining is flying out like this. Make sure the lining, the facing is also equal. So you just bring that part down. So that it won't be shifting. Since we have a stretching material. zip, get to from here, just measure 7.5 inches. All you need to do, if you need a longer zip, you get a longer zip. So you just measure from the iron here, from this iron, you have 7.5. You just take off. You minus half inch from this part, so you have 7. So you take 7 inches on your fabric, 7 inches on the fabric, and mark it. Mind you, your 7 inches is starting from the sewing after the half inch allowance. You need to leave half inch for sewing allowance for the upper part. So after the sewing, sorry, from where you marked, then you measure half inch, 7 inches down. Then you pick your zip allowance. Think zip allowance at the back is 1 inch. So look at the way I'm going to shape that back part. Mark 1 inch, following the shape. Following the bonbon shape. Get here to this line, then you mark where you want your slits to get to. You know, at this down part we have 1 inch for sewing allowance at this part. We have 1 inch, yes. So you need to measure from here down to where you want your slits to get to. So for me, since I have 9.5 altogether here, so I think my slits will not go down more than 2 inches. So I'm bringing it down by 2 inches from this part. I measure 2 inches down. So from this sewing, I just go straight down to where my 2 inches is. And stop there. So now I'm going to sew. Fixing my needle to where the 1 inch starts from, and lock that part and start sewing. Following the shape. And like I said, and I continue sewing, I come straight down to that point, then raise my machine up, raise the foot up, then I turn it this way and come straight and I sew down all through and I lock the stitches at the end. That's that about that part. So next thing is to remove the pins. So now I want to fix my zip. Yes. The next thing is fixing of the zip. To lose out a little, it's not to 1 inch. So I'm using full drops of oil so that it should be up to what I want. Let me check another side. Yes, this is up to 1 inch. So now I want to fix my zip. you know, because we are just starting, so your 1 inch you must start sewing and go up to 1 inch. So you can just take your 1 inch measurements from here. Just take your 1 inch so that you'll be able to, so that while fixing the zip, you won't exceed that point. You won't go off your 1 inch point. So mark your 1 inch. So you do the same thing on the other side because you're sewing a zip on both sides. So this is our zip. Normally, our zip, and the outcome of our zip will be like this. The outcome is going to 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 be like this. So the first thing I'm going to do is, so since this part is facing this side, I'll open my zip and take it like this. This one will be facing this part. Then, since I've marked my 1 inch, so the teeth of my zip is going to be on that 1 inch I've marked. On the 1 inch I've marked. So it's going to be like this. And you might want to pin it down on that 1 inch you marked down. And if you know you are good at what you're doing, you can just continue sewing. Or better still, you first give it, you first sew it down to hold it, which is going to be like this. Sew it down to hold it, which is going to be like this. So you sew it down. Hold the fabric and the zip together. So you lock it. Hold on, please hold on. In case you don't know, we have an online fashion institute. We are going to teach you full pattern drafting training. We are going to take you from the scratch, how to use your machine, to the climax. You're going to be the best designers in town. For more information, visit our website on www.larichedesigns.com. Then the next thing you're going to do is to start sewing at the back of your teeth. At the back of, not your teeth, sorry. At the back of the zipper teeth. So you fit in your needle at the back of the teeth. And go easy. You don't need to rush the sewing. You don't need to rush the sewing. Just go easy at the back of the zip. Go easy at the back of the zip. And mind you don't climb the teeth. Go easy at the back of the teeth. When you're about to get to this place, you raise it up a bit and close and raise this up, then you fix in your needle where you stop and continue.
again, keep sewing, keep sewing, keep sewing at the back of the teeth, keep sewing at the back of the teeth till you get to the end of the teeth. So that's all for this side. You can see so close, look like invisible to so invisible yeah, so neat and perfect. So the next thing is to go to the other side. So break this one and the other side. So you try and place the teeth. And make sure the teeth is on the chalk you've marked. And also hold this down also. Hold this part down too. It's just for a perfect outcome, so that the outcome will be perfect. Nothing more. Back of the teeth of the zip, as in at the back of the zipper teeth. Like I said, you don't need to rush. Just go easy at the back. Just go easy at the back. You don't need to rush it. When you're about to get to this point, to that spot, you just bring down your zip. Fixing of your zip. Import all threads. So you sew up these parts. This and lock up these parts. You try and sew it at the back of the teeth also to make this part neat. Try and sew it like this. So we have a very neat ending. The sewing is invisible, so we need to cut out the excess zip. Then do the same thing at this other part. Do the same thing at this other part. Then turn it this way. So we make this way. Sew it like this. Sew it at the back, the same way I did for the other side. So sew it at the back. So you have very neat stitches, a very neat outcome. And the outcome will be very neat. You chop off the excess. So that it will be bulged on the other side by the time I turn it out. So I'll turn it mind you, don't use a stretchy fabric for the start. Don't use a stretchy fabric for the start. Almost at the end of the skirt. Picking the fronts, put it together with the back. This line must wet with each other. The allowance we use in picking the sides is 1 inch. Remember, we used 1 inch. For a beginner, you need to mark down 1 inch. For me, I can pick the 1 inch without marking it. So I'm going to go the facing also by 1 inch. It has to align the roll down. So then you lock it up. Put your symbol you are doing. And make sure I cut off every thread at the end of every sewing. So come to this side also. Sew it by 1 inch. And look at the beginning. Make sure the fabric make sure the two fabrics are aligned with each other. Make sure it's not like this and it's not one out one in. Make sure it's on each other. This my lines are showing already at this end. Just need to go straight down. And long almost ready. Almost ready. So the next thing is for us to iron it out. We are used to iron it too. Iron it out and hem the down parts. Why I'm going to iron first before hemming the down parts is for me to iron out the slit part, so that the slit part, the line will show. I'll have the lines shown out, like iron out, so that I'll know where and where my fabric to get to this part. So before what we become I know you like it, so subscribe to my channel to make this beautiful steps. Look at the bumble it's so curvy. It's so curvy. If you follow it step by step, all inside the bumble. This is the effect of the bumble controlling the face. Look at it. So long, so snatched on my body. Look at it. I can wear this to church. So we iron the slit part, you iron it like this. You fold it gently on the pressing table, take it to your ironing table. I iron this part. Iron this part like this. You can take the measurement from here in folding in knowing what your allowance will be from here to here to the base. So the next thing we are going to do is to fold. Like I said, our allowance is 1 inch. So fold ½ inch in, another ½ inch in. Fixing your labels to that part. So it's placed there. So you lock your stitches from the beginning and continue sewing. Your stitches forwards to the edge. Make sure your stitches fold to the edge like this. Don't come to the middle of your fabric. So it's ½ inch in, ½ inch out, ½ inch in. So you do like this, ½ inch in, ½ inch out. That's it. So you cut your thread, you leave this piece. So our skirt is ready. The last but not the least thing you do here, you weave it. If you have a weaving machine, you weave this part, you weave it. But you make sure you cut the thread at the edge, make it easy. Then you hold down this part, you're facing down to the fabric with what we call hemming gun. You put it under, sprinkle water, and iron it out. And iron it so to stay like this. It will make, God will make your facing all together with the cloth, so it won't be opening like this. It will be opening like this. That's all about the skirt and ironing style.